but they're English, Richard.
Ladies and gentlemen, we continue with the first round here at the 2018 BDO World Trophy. Let's welcome to the stage the reigning Welsh Masters and German Masters champion, the Mod, Scott Baker! We now bring to the stage a former Grand Slam of Darts and Winmore World Masters champion, 2 times the Lakeside World champion, Scotty Too Hotty, Scott Wade.
Here they are then, 2 Scots in name only, Scott Waits, and here Scott Baker. They call him the Mod, 32 years of age, reigning German Masters champion, won that this year. It's his World Trophy debut, 3 ranking titles to his name, one of which was the Welsh Masters last year. He's ranked 21 in the world, and he's up against one of the modern day greats, really. 2-time world champion in 2013 and 2016. Scotty Too Hotty. 41 years of age now, ranked number 7 in the world. He'd only ever got to the quarter-finals of this competition as Scott Waits. We'll be looking to go a little bit further than that this year.
100.
They all are. They're all looking to get to the final. Many have gone already in the first round. Every single player has the same ambition, but this man's got a better chance of realising it as he gets a 180 off just his first visit to the hockey. What a way to start a tournament.
45.
With perfection. Can he get another 3 in the red bit?
Let's see how far this could go. There's another.
Come on, pal.
Rhythm just interrupted, goes down, and that's interrupted his stretch of the 20s. But what a start from Scotty Too Hotty.
Is he going to be too hotty for the Mod, or is the Mod going to rock? Oh, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. The Mods are rocking now as well. A 180 apiece already. Oh, we're in for a game here.
Another one. Oh, just a little bit east from the man from West Yorkshire on that occasion. What a start to this one, John.
41.
After 9 darts, Scott Waits wants 102.
Careless, that one from Baker, though. Really careless. Double 16 then. For a 12 dart leg right in the corner. Would you believe it?
135.
Stick a flag there if it was a football pitch. Anyway, it's Baker wanting 135. I'm very, very surprised there he didn't go for
requires
4.
60.
And it rather suggests to me that he may not be too hot on his finishing.
Game shot in the first.
Too hotty for Scotty there. Sorry.
Absolutely. I was just about to say something very, very similar, John. Brilliant darts from Waits to take the first leg. And he opened the first leg with a 180. Can he do the same again here? Not quite. But he seems to have come into this game on red hot form.
Evidenced twice in that brilliant first leg by both players, by the way. And here he is in the second leg. Bang, bang, bang. 180. A second for Scott Baker. 3 already in the match. But in that first leg, when he got a careless 41, let him down, left him on 135,
45.
and not to go for the bull on the 135 tells me a lot about him. And I think if Scott Waits was watching, he'd have been surprised too.
60.
But anyway, everybody goes the way he wants, not the way that I want. But there is a standard way when you're in need of finish. This is terrific. 2 180s each. We're only in the second leg.
Oh, the standard at the start of this match has been absolutely brilliant. Scott Waits looking to set one up here. He'll come down.
99.
Left him
Scott
very,
Baker
very
require
tidy indeed. But
161.
161 then for Scott Baker. There's one part of it. Treble 17 will leave the bullseye.
Game shot of the second leg.
Oh,
Scott
what
Baker.
a start to this one.
Third leg, Scott
180s
Baker to
galore,
throw first.
and Scott Baker
Game on.
checks out 161 to tie it up and break the throwback. What a cracker.
Yeah,
And he's in again.
He's at it again, yeah, but a
140.
fantastic 12 darter there from Baker. I suppose it Baker's dozen. In his case, it'd be a 13 darter, but you know what I mean. Anyway, a brilliant 12 darter from
100.
Baker, and whatever he didn't do right in the first leg, and I'm not going back on what I said. 135.
60.
When the other fella's on a finish, you've got to go the bull route. Now that's my final word on the matter, because that was just an outstanding leg from the man from Tipton in West Midlands.
96.
Just up the road from Dudley. It might actually be in the metropolitan borough of Dudley.
100.
Yeah, good ton.
138.
Decided to go a different route there, realising that single
60.
20 would have
Scott
left him
Waits
on a
require 167.
bogey 165. So over to the 18s he went. Now there's a man using his noddle, even if I've
85.
accused Baker
Scott
of not
Baker require
on one occasion.
141.
141. He's already taken out 161. Nice checkout so far, apart from that brilliant 170
89.
on
Scott
the
Waits
opening
require
night
82.
from another Scot, but I mean a Scot. Anyway, I'll come back to that in a minute, because he's going to go for treble 13 here surely, and if it's in single 13, then it's bull that beckons. We've just seen one man hit the
57.
bullseye,
Scott Baker require 52.
so 52, 12 for double top.
Game shot on the
And
third
it's
leg. Scott Baker.
Three legs gone already, no problem. First breaker
Game on.
throw in the match, that's to Baker. And what a game this is.
140.
Yes, we had a 170 finish in that first game of the tournament. Ryan Hogarth, the man who secured it.
100.
That's always going to be the biggest check out of the tournament. It can only be equalled, but that 161 was impressive. We'll just watch this 180, another 180 from Scott Waits. That's his third in the match. That's altogether 5 in the match, and as you can see, we're only in the fourth leg.
83.
Now we're going to go for a very quick interview. We're going to keep our eyes on this game. It's a belter. But over to you, Steve.
Well, thank you very much, John. Some brilliant
100.
darts being played by the two Scots, and brilliant darts played by this man, Andy Bartons. Congratulations. What was the key to your victory tonight?
I think
140. Scott Waits require 81.
And in terms of how you're playing at the minute, are you feeling in a good way coming into this tournament, in good form?
Yeah, I played
49.
a few months. It was a very good game. It was good.
We look forward to seeing you on Saturday. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
45. Scott Waits require 32.
I sent me a quick interview. 32 for Waits. Not missed anything. You saw the darts go in. Double 80 once. There it is. He's got it. Brilliant darts. 14 darter there from Waits. And that's a break back. And that's the professionalism of the man. Getting right back into the game at 2-all. When it could so easily have gone the other way had he missed that. So 2-2. Didn't linger with that
100.
interview. I'm glad you didn't, Steve, because this match is fantastic, isn't it?
Just racing back.
Oh, brilliant.
I mean, Andy Barton's was lovely company, but actually I could just hear the
100.
scores from,
Yeah.
from Charlie Corstorphine echoing through the venue. I had to race back.
We've got another 180 from Waits. It's third of the match. He finished it with a 14 darter.
100.
And you daren't take your eyes off it. Look at that. 10 three-figure scores each. 5 180s. a quarter of the three-figure scores have been maximums. We've had a 161 checkout as well. That's one of those 140.
100.
The best of them, in fact.
Absolutely, you're not wrong there. You've seen some really good finishes this week. That 161 only
100.
beaten really by Ryan Hogarth's 170 maximum on night one. I suppose if you ask a few players, they'd probably say 161 is a little bit harder to get
59.
than a
Scott
170.
Bakey require 116.
So 116. I fancy this lad might get this. I really do. Really do. Double top. He doesn't hang about.
Getting
Brilliant.
shot on the
Absolutely
fifth leg.
brilliant.
Scott
116. And
Sixth leg,
something
Scott
in
Waits
my
to throw first.
veins told me that was going to go. He is magic, the lad. He really is. Bang, bang, bang. No problem.
140.
This has been such a good match so far. You can see there by the way that Scott Baker throws. I mean, he's
100.
the opposite of laid back in a way because he's very, very upright, but he's just so relaxed on the stage. Just stands there and just chucks them and throws some really, really good
118.
darts.
Now then, he won the German Masters not all that long ago. You know who he beat in the final?
140.
Very good German player whom we've seen on this stage already, and he beat him 6-1. Now, you know who I'm talking about.
Mikael Unterberg.
136.
He played really well yesterday. This lad, to beat him 6-1, must have played beautifully there. And obviously,
45.
talent.
Scott
You
Waits
get a little bit of waywardness like that. But you're going to with a player who throws with his pace.
Yeah, can't be perfect all the time.
40.
Waits will be disappointed with that. Only 40. He will be back again, but he'd like to have set that up a little bit easier because Baker is going to make this a little bit more
Scott Waits
necessary.
requires 67.
67 for Waits.
Double 8. Just got it a few
Game
moments
shot on the
ago
sixth
and more or
leg.
less in that
Scott
spot.
Waits.
This is a cracking game. The legs are
Seventh
not
leg.
lasting
Scott
very
Waits
long.
to
The
throw
last four have
first.
gone
Game
against the throw. But that's because, Waits is pulling it out when he has to. And there's another 180. His third. We've had 3 apiece from them. 6 in 6 and a bit legs. A 161 finish, a 116 finish from Baker. A 12 darter from Baker. That was the 161 finish, obviously. And there you have it.
100.
Both players averaging over 3 figures. They're 9 dart average. I mean, Scott Waits is scoring absolutely brilliantly. But it's impressive, to say the
60.
least.
Ah, what a game we've had so far. That was a poor visit there from Waits, but he'll be back again with a better score than that. I am positive of it.
100.
Baker just absolutely peppering that treble.
Brilliant last start.
96.
Just
Scott
that
Baker, you require
extra
121.
milligram of weight needed to the throw, adjusting from the previous dart.
57.
But Baker in comfort zone in this leg, not in the match at 3 legs all, of course. But my, they get on with it, both players. I think they
55.
enjoy
Scott
each
Baker
other's
requires
game in that
64.
sense, playing off each other. This is what I meant earlier about the pace. Now he wants double 8, now he wants double 4.
60.
Close, but he knows he'll be back. Waits is at his worst leg really on the scoring front here, and he might choose that, well, depending on the nature of this leg, the
105.
worst possible time to get a good
Scott Baker,
score.
require 4.
Will he be back? Baker wants double 2.
Game
No,
shot
he
the
will
seventh
not,
leg.
because Baker
Scott
takes
Baker.
out double 2.
8th leg, it's Scott Waits to throw
That's
first. Game on.
It's right in the balance, this one. And that's the first hold of a leg for a little while, I think, that, John, for Baker.
45.
Waits has got the throw here to level things back up, but here comes Baker again.
180.
We've got a real game on our hands here. Perfect start from the mod. Waits is going to try and go with him. 2 good trebles.
That's his 4th 180, by the way. 7 in the match so far. Terrific game. Yeah, I made a mistake, personally. I think I'm right. I made a mistake regarding who's throwing first, and in fact, rather more legs have been held than I had actually recorded on my pad. So I do apologise for that, but that's the least important thing at the moment. It's the score and the stats. Brilliant. All I can say is more brilliant. Another 180, 2 in the leg, his 5th of the match. I'm really impressed with Scott Baker. Really impressed.
Well, if only we'd seen that second 180 there in his second visit to the board, eh?
Still 81 and 11 darts. 11 darts. Brilliant stuff. 11 darts. This is some game. And he will now go well ahead on the averages as well as in the score. 5-3. That 11 darter will have lifted his average up well into the hundreds. That will have knocked it down a little bit. But he's the kind of player who just gets on with his game. He's not in the slightest bit interested in averages. He may have a look at the end of the game, and with all he's interested in, I get the impression from Baker, is that he just wants to win the match. By Jove, he can throw darts.
100.
The first time I've ever seen him play, I've got to be perfectly honest, it's about the 100th time I've seen Scott play. I've done the odd exhibition with Scott. Got one coming up in July as well, in my own territory. I look forward to that. By Jove, this fella's giving us an exhibition, isn't he?
He really is. He's borderline putting on a clinic here. Scott Waits, though, is going to try and come back into this one. Needs to score. He's not had a big score in a little while, Scott Waits. He slipped away a touch in this game, and you can see it etched on his face. 60's not enough when this man is hitting 60 with every dart, it seems.
100.
He reminds me in looks of Cameron Menzies, the Scot who played for Scotland a number of times. And he throws just as quickly.
140.
He has a little more self-control, if I can put it that way. Anyway, it is really going well. It really is going like a train.
100.
And Scott's got it all to do, and I would suggest this 103's got to go, because Baker 81, he's just proved a few minutes ago it means nothing to him, and this is the chance here for Scott Waits. Oh, he so needed that double 16. 81 for the match then for Wayne Baker is an old friend of mine, darts journalist. It's Scott Baker. He now wants 12 for the bull. Bullseye for the match. Oh,
56.
Just missed. Would you believe it? Now Waits is back for 16.
Has to get it. Miles away. That's bang in the heart of it, though, for Scotty Too Hotty, who clings on to his World Trophy status. He's got the darts to tie this one up, and this, of all the games we've seen so far, John, this is the one I'd love to see go the distance.
Well, this is the one I'd love to see again as well. In the recorded highlights, you would just show the match. You wouldn't have to do any editing. It speaks for itself from start to finish. The first 3 darts of the game, 180, and we've had a bundle of them since. 8, in fact. 5 to Baker, 3 to Waits, a 161 finish, a 116 finish. That particular 177. Yeah, that's as good as a max. No problem at all.
Well, I think that 180 right at the very first darts of the match really just set the tone. It brought them both to the party. Scott Waits is a little bit ahead in this leg now. Big chance for him.
Well, they both hit 180s in the first leg, didn't they? And
did, yeah.
Yeah, as I say, a few more since. Uninhibited, that lad. He just gets up and lets them go. Uninhibited. Scott is at 2, but to a lesser extent. Now, he needs 64 for level score. We'll be back. That's for certain. This is one of the few legs where one player has absolutely run away with it.
yeah, probably the only leg I'd say as well. Scott Baker is well back here.
60.
And
Scott
I
Waits
think he's
require
already
32.
thrown this one in. Scott Waits to tie it up and take us to our first
Game
decider of the
showing the
tournament.
10th
Never
leg.
in doubt,
Scott
double 16.
Waits.
Thank you and see you in the decider.
11th
Fist
and
bump between
final
the
leg.
pair of
Scott
them.
Baker to throw first.
And this is an
Game
absolute
on.
coin toss. What a match it's been. But Baker has the darts, and if he starts with a good score, which he is here, he's in with a good shout.
140.
That's a brilliant start, brilliant start. He won the bull, obviously, in the practice room, and that means that he's got the advantage in this deciding leg. It's been a wonderful,
100.
wonderful game. It really has. It's gone along with plenty of pace, plenty of big scores,
60.
plenty of big finishes, drama. Yes, a few wayward darts, but my, in the main. Crowd have really enjoyed it, and I hope you have.
60.
Wherever you're watching, folks, here on Free Sports UK.
26.
Scott Baker, first time we've really seen him have a bit of a word with himself. He didn't like those darts at all, and after a rapid start from both of these players in this final leg, it's just got a
41.
little bit nervy.
Yeah, it has, and there's evidence there in Waits' throw of the edge as well. He jerked in the last one. Now he's got it right this time. He's
135.
might have slipped in his hand. I can't understand why there was a delay. I think it possibly slipped in his fingers, and sometimes that can happen, and you have to readjust.
100.
So
Scott
135
Baker
and then a ton.
140.
140 for the match. Wouldn't put it past him. Wouldn't put it past him. Wouldn't. Oh, just next door. 75. That's 65 left. Oh, and he knows he's got 3 more
80.
darts. I think that's in 5. 60 left. So 200 for Waits.
This has to just put the pressure on this 60 for Baker, and it
50.
doesn't.
Scott Baker, you require 60.
Only 150. He's left himself. This is for the match. One more dart at it,
Game
and it's
shot
right in the heart of the
and the
bed.
match.
Scott Baker seals it at the end in the deciding leg. What a match, John Gwynn.
Yes, well, we knew that Scott Waits would put in a performance. He invariably does. The first time I've seen Scott Baker, and I've got to say, very, very impressed. He's an uninhibited player, and